QCB and QDB, Qatar extend 3 billion guarantees to local banks. 3 billion guarantees have been allocated to local banks. The guarantee were in line with the support package for granting soft loan without commission or fees to the affected companies to support salaries and rents through guarantees issued by QDB, Qatar Development Bank, operating to banks in Qatar. So the idea is to support the private sector companies affected by the current conditions to enable them to obtain necessary immediate finance. You need to pay for salaries or to their employees, pay rents if any. So the details of the programs are there. So the companies that are wholly owned by the private sector affected economically due to the coronavirus can take the value advantage. Contracting, construction, real estate companies, the banks use this window, the conventional bank as well as Islamic banks operating in Qatar, to account for the wage protection systems for beneficiary companies on the private sector. The concerned bank must accept the finance applications submitted to them from the beneficiary companies and be granted. The maximum funding limit for a single company and its group of subsidiaries is 7.5 million, payable over 3 months with a minimum of 2.5 million per month. Guarantee of 100% of the total financing by QDB on behalf of the relevant banks, bearing no fees or commissions. The finance is to be paid over a period of 3 years, prepaid, starting from the last installment of the finance, so that the first year will be a grace period. So that is another value advantage. The banks can calculate the interest or return the balance in multiple forms at a rate not exceeding 1.5% for the first half of 6 months, that is the grace period, to be paid by QDB and borne by the government of state of Qatar, not exceeding 1% plus QCB lending rate, from which QDB pay a value of 1.5% borne by the government. Anything excess shall be paid by the customer during the second half of the first year, after the grace period, after 6 months I mean. A rate not exceeding 2% plus QCB lending rate borne by the customer and paid with a monthly installment during the remaining 2 years shall be paid without the support of the government. It's very important. So you have a grace period, you have minimum payment for a 1 year, and again the incremental interest is only to make sure there is still a value advantage for the customer. At a concessional interest it comes in still.